In this episode, I will talk about the American love story that took a dark turn in Zamboanga del Norte, about the 26-year-old American man who came to find love but ended up possibly deceased. At this time of making this video, there has been a new video surfacing on Facebook where the body of a male surfaced on the shores of southern Philippines. The body slightly resembles that of Elliot Eastman, the man who was kidnapped. The body has yet not been identified, but chances are it is most likely him or just another white man. Since this type of stuff is very common in the Philippines, I would not be surprised either way. Let's hope the best and that this man is still alive, that we can all learn something from his story and not to be so naive and to completely believe all the YouTubers, even though he wanted to be one himself. In Zamboanga, Philippines, in case you didn't know, Elliot Eastman, the 26-year-old American content creator who was abducted in Zamboanga del Norte province, came to the Philippines with his heart full of conflict. His life has been a whirlwind of emotions, passion, and ultimately peril. Drawn to the woman he loved, yet aware of the dangers that lurked, Eastman found himself entangled in a life far more complicated than he had anticipated. His story took a harrowing turn on Thursday, October 17th, when he was abducted by armed men in the remote coastal town of Cebu. Eastman, who hails from Vermont, U.S., had been documenting his life in the Philippines through vlogs, where he shared candid reflections on his relationships, struggles, and fears. His videos revealed strained family ties, particularly with his father, and a strong bond with his grandparents. His mother remained conspicuously absent from his stories. His time in the Philippines had not been without heartbreak. A failed romance in Zamboanga City left him shaken and crushed. He was scammed, according to former Mayor Edding in an earlier interview. But Eastman soon found new love in Cebu town, where he married Carisha, a local woman, after converting to Islam and adopting the name Muhammad. The two wed in traditional Sama ceremony about 5 months ago, and Eastman seemed, at least for a time, to have found some peace. In his last few videos on YouTube before his abduction, Eastman hinted at growing unease. He admitted to having sleepless nights, acknowledging the dangers of living in Zamboanga del Norte in the southern Philippines. The place where he was can be scary, he said in a video posted in September. He also spoke about receiving threats, although he was vague about the source. Just a week before his abduction on October 10th, Eastman posted a video in which expressed happiness with his new life. He spoke about simple pleasures like eating sardines with eggs and the joy of having found his life in the Philippines. But beneath the surface of his optimism was a growing concern about his finances. He said he spent quite a lot, some 130,000 pesos, in Starlink internet equipment and solar panels, and another 15,000 to build a store for Carisha's family known as Sorry Sorry Stores. He once said, "I'm concerned because I'm investing all of my money here," he confessed, standing in front of the store that faced the waters of Tungawan in Cebu town. Then came the abduction 7 days later. 4 men posing as policemen arrived at Eastman's home. When he resisted, they shot him in the leg before taking him away, according to the local police. Authorities, now, days into the search, remain without clues or proof of life. The nature of a past relationship remained part of the inquiry as authorities pieced together the circumstances surrounding Eastman's disappearance. There has been talk about likely connection between Eastman's abduction and his marriage with the residents, saying the woman was previously involved with a Sama Cebu indigenous man who supposedly wanted her back. Investigators were groping in the dark because there's no ransom demand and no claim of responsibility. Police did not rule out the possibility of involvement by the dreaded Abu Sayyaf, a group of extremists with a long history of being involved in the abductions of foreigners. The government said that Abu Sayyaf, which once turned Basilan and Sulu as the strongholds, was already a spent force. Basilan governor said on Monday there was no sign that Eastman was brought to his province by the abductors, but added that the military forces and local militia were on high alert. These are the sad realities of the current Mr. Elliot. Mr. Elliot, who came to the Philippines in hopes of finding some success in his life, whether it be through financial investments or a love connection with someone in the Philippines, and unfortunately, he has now been missing for quite some time. The body that was found in the water could or could not be him. We cannot verify at the moment. Regardless, somebody has perished in the water, and it could be Mr. Elliot. People online have mixed reactions to the story. Many people blaming him for being in the wrong part of the Philippines, some people having sympathy for him, and many others investigating, diving deep into his videos. Eric on Facebook said he shouldn't have been in that isolated area. The natives don't even go there. No sympathy for crash dummies. It's unfortunate that we have to talk this way about people. Yes, I think a lot of it comes from a place of anger, hoping that this person wished they knew better. But let's not forget that an American lost his life potentially in the Philippines. Not every place will be bad, but there are places bad enough for you to reconsider. Once again, going against everything that other expat vloggers will have you believe. It's not all paradise. Steve also says, the guy came from the US to meet a girl in Mindanao a year and a half ago. He claimed she scammed him and lost a lot of money. So then he found another girl online in Zamboanga Norte area and married her 5 months ago. He converted to her religion, Islam, and moved to her house, a generous term. He has been vlogging his local life. He said in recent videos he is scared and knows he should not be there. Meanwhile, the videos show his abject poverty living conditions. He appears to not have financial means that would induce kidnapping for ransom, but an American Christian marrying a living in the Muslim area while blaring it online in the face of the community that surely includes lingering animosity might also enrage Abu Sayyaf members. That is one main thing many Americans that forget when they come to the Philippines: cultural insensitivity. You cannot do the things you did back home. You do not have the same protections or the rights. Do not think somehow you're still a big shot in the Philippines. Someone small, even a teenager, can end you if they really want to, or as they say, loose face. What do you think of this whole story? Do you think he has perished? Do you think he'll be found again? Do you think that the body in the water was actually his? Write your opinions, share what's on your mind below this video, and let's see where most of your thoughts are. It is time for yesterday's best and worst comments. The best comment from yesterday's video goes to B. Williams. Every day, millions of dollars are sent to Philippines from Sims. I believe he means simps, but the message is well received. There is no worst comment from yesterday's video. Thanks for watching. God bless.